ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ today is on ਅੰਗ 496 of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj by Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj in Goojaree Ragani। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਗੂਜਰੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾ। ਮਤਾ ਕਰੈ ਪੱਛਮ ਕੈ ਤਾਈ, ਪੂਰਬ ਹੀ ਲੈ ਜਾਤ। ਖਿਨ ਮਹਿ ਥਾਪਿ ਉਥਾਪਨ ਹਾਰਾ, ਆਪਨ ਹਾਥ ਮਤਾਤ। ਮਤਾ ਕਰੈ ਪੱਛਮ ਕੈ ਤਾਈ, ਪੂਰਬ ਹੀ ਲੈ ਜਾਤ। ਖਿਨ ਮਹਿ ਥਾਪਿ ਉਥਾਪਨ ਹਾਰਾ, ਆਪਨ ਹਾਥ ਮਤਾਤ। ਸਿਆਣਪ ਕਾਹੂ ਕਾਮ ਨ ਆਤ, ਜੋ ਅਨਰੂਪਿਓ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਮੇਰੈ। ਹੋਏ ਰਹੀ ਉਹ ਬਾਤ ਰਹਾਓ, ਦੇਸ ਕਮਾਵਨ ਧਨ ਜੋਰਨ ਕੀ ਮਨਸਾ। ਬੀਚੇ ਨਿਕਸੇ ਸਾਸ, ਲਸਖਰ ਨੇਬ ਖਵਾਸ ਸਭ ਤਿਆਗੇ। ਜੰਪੁਰੇ ਊਠੇ ਸਿਧਾਸ, ਹੋਏ ਅਨੰਨ ਮਨ ਹਠ ਕੀ ਦ੍ਰਿੜਤਾ। ਆਪਸ ਕਉ ਜਾਨਾਤ, ਜੋ ਅਨਿੰਦ ਨਿੰਦ ਕਰ ਛੋਡਿਓ। ਸੋਈ ਫੇਰੇ ਫਿਰ ਖਾਤ, ਸਹਜ ਸੁਭਾਏ ਭਏ ਕਿਰਪਾਲਾ। ਤਿਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਕਾਟੀ ਫਾਸ, ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਪੂਰਾ ਭੇਟਿਆ। ਪ੍ਰਵਾਣ ਗਿਰਸਤ ਉਦਾਸ, ਸਹਜ ਸੁਭਾਏ ਭਏ ਕਿਰਪਾਲਾ। ਤਿਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਕਾਟੀ ਫਾਸ, ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਪੂਰਾ ਭੇਟਿਆ। ਪ੍ਰਵਾਣ ਗਿਰਸਤ ਉਦਾਸ। Satguru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is blessing us in Goojaree Ragani. Guru Maharaj Sahib Ji explains to us in the first line of this Shabad, Mata karai pacham kai tai. Mata karai means to do or to make. And mata means a plan. The being makes a plan, pacham kai tai. To go towards pacham means the west. In the direction of the west. Kaitai means in that direction. The plan is all made that we're going in this direction. And Guru Sahib Ji says, Purab hi la jaat. But Vaheguru Ji decides la jaat means to take. Vaheguru Ji takes that being into Purab, into the east. And Guru Maharaj Sahib Ji says, oh human being, you make so many plans. Oh, when I'm this years old, I will be going in this direction and I'll be at this place in my life and this is what I'll have, and so many other plans you've made. Maharaj Sahib Ji says, make your plans. You keep making them. Keep thinking that you are in control. But Maharaj Sahib says, Purab hi la jaat. Vaheguru Ji can take your plans and turn them on their head. And we may ask the question, oh, does this mean that we just sit and do nothing? No. It doesn't mean that. What Maharaj Sahib Ji is saying is, make your plans, but remember, what will make them viable is only Gur Prasad, the grace of the Guru. At all times, whatever you are doing, it is through Gur Prasad. That is the thought of a Gurmukh. A Guru-centered being is always thinking Gur Prasad, Gur Prasad. Through the grace of the Guru, it's through Vaheguru Ji's grace that I'm even breathing at this moment. So Guru Sahib Ji carries on this theme throughout the Shabad. Kin mahatap uttapanahara. Kin means within an instant, within a second. Less than a second. Tap uttapanahara. He is the one who tap establishes. Uttapanahara means to disestablish what has been created, to destroy what has been put one way, to put it the other. Apan haat matat. Matat means the whole plan. The master plan is in the hands of the master. Apan haat. Vaheguru Ji keeps it in their hands. What does this mean? Waheguru Ji is the one who can tap, who can create, and Tapanar who can destroy. Waheguru Ji is the one who has created this wisdom within you. Some people say, I have this much wisdom, I know this much. Well, within a second, Waheguru Ji can take all of that wisdom away. Look at Sri Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji at Panjokhara Sahib. When a Brahman, a high caste Hindu priest came and tried to test the Guru, all the Guru did was to put their stick, which they used to carry with them, upon the head of Chajju. And the Itihas, the history tells us, that Brahman, the high caste priest, questioned the Guru and said, you have such a long name, Har Krishan, but can you please translate some verses from the Bhagavad Gita from me? And Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji said to that Pandit, to that high caste priest, if I was to do this, you would still have doubts in your mind that maybe the Guru was educated from a young age. And so Guru Sahib Ji said, go and bring whoever you want. He went into the village and he found Chajju. Chajju was dumb and deaf and was the most illiterate man that he could find. Who would be more unable to translate the Gita than a man who couldn't speak? And so Guru Sahib Ji, when Chajju came and sat before them, Guru Sahib Ji put their walking stick upon Chajju's head. And as soon as the stick touched Chajju's head, Chajju began to translate the sloks, the verses of the Gita, and he translated them in such a way that all who listened were dumbfounded at how great an explanation he gave. So Guru is the one Tap or Tapanara who can give and who can take away knowledge, who can give and who can take away anything. And Guru Maharaj Ji says, Syanap kahu kamna aat. Your syanap, your cleverness, comes to no calm, comes to no use at all. All these clever tricks that we can play on each other in this world, we cannot play them on the Guru or on God. Vaheguru. Jo anurupyo Thakur mera. Sadguru Arjan Dev Ji says, whatever mera, my Thakur, my Lord God, has anurupyo, has decided, hoye rahi oh baat, that thing, that decision, hoye rahi, comes to happen and is happening now. Rahao, Guruji says, pause and think about this. Des kamavan tan joran ki manasa. We have the manasa, the desire in our hearts to go to other lands, tan joran, and to joran, to gather together, tan, wealth. Des kamavan, kamavan also means to gather together. Des means more land. We can translate this in two ways, that going to other lands, to foreign lands, in order to get together money, or also to gather own land, to get more property and to get more wealth. Amara Sahib Ji says, this is all that you are engrossed in. Biche nikse saas, and biche, whilst doing this, nikse means to literally escape. Saas means your breath. Your breath escapes. What does that mean? You die. Laskar neb khwas sab tyage. And when this happens, sab, all of them, tyage, you give up. All of whom? Laskar mean all of your armies. Neb, all of your assistants. Khwas, all of your servants. Jampar oot siddhas, and you rise up, and siddhas, and you pass through the pur, the city of Jam of death. What does it mean? You have to die. And when you die, Maharaj Sahib Ji says, all of these assistants and all of these servants, none of them go with you. Hoye anan manhat ki drirta. Guru Sahib Ji says that the being calls himself Anan. Anan means completely unique. Anan can mean that one who relies on no other. And What does the being say? The being says, I am completely unique. I am the best. I am different from the whole of the world. I am the best. Oh, look at me. I'm the greatest. Manhat ki dridta. And through his manhat, through his stubborn mind, he embeds this within himself. Dridta. With complete stubborn-mindedness. Apas ko janat. Apas ko means of himself. Janat. Janat means to tell all. To make everyone aware. Look at me, I'm the greatest. Hoy Anand. Anand also means someone who's completely devoted towards the Lord, towards God. But Guru Sahib Ji says that the mind-centered being, the manmukh, what does he do? Manhat ki dridta. Through his stubborn-mindedness, he says, oh, I am devoted to the Lord. Outwardly, he says, look at me, I am devoted. Apas ko janat. But all he does is advertise this and add to his own ego. Guru Sahib Ji says he's not really devoted, he's just using it as a show to the world. And Anan also means that person who outwardly says they've given up consuming food. And there are those people in India who claim, oh, we do not eat food, we are Anan, we are beyond food, and we only live on milk alone. Milk. Those people are called Dudatari, who only live upon milk alone. And Apas ko janat, they just use this as a way of extending their own ego. Just another thing to show off. And Bhakt Kabir Ji tells us on Ang 873, Jag meh bhakte dudatari. In the world, these people claim we only live on milk alone. Gupti khave hai vatika sari. But Gupti, secretly from the world, they're eating as much as they can get into their mouth. Whole loads of food. Jo anind, nind kar chodyo, soi phir khat. Jo anind. Anind means beyond slander. That food which no one can slander because it brings life to all. Nind kar chodyo, they've slandered it and said we've given it up. Soi phir khat. But secretly, again and again, phir, more and more they're eating it. To the world they're saying we've given up food, but really they're eating it more and more. Jo anend. Another meaning. Jo anend, that grist life, that family life, which was there was no need to slander, which is beyond slander. Nindakar shodyo, they've slandered it and left it outwardly. And go and live in the jungles, go and live here and there. Soi khat, but again and again they come to the houses of those who are householders and they beg for food. Guruji says, again and again you're eating from those same people who you have slandered. Jo anind, another meaning, those saints who are beyond slander, those saints who no one can slander, who are at such a level that they are beyond slander. Nindakar chodyo, and what do they have given up? That maya, that attachment to material goods, that attachment to the world, ego, hatred, desires, greed, all of those things which they have chodyo, given up and said these are nind, these are bad. Nind meaning that which is bad. And they have told us to give up all of these things. But Guru Sahib Ji says, Soi phir khat. What does the being do? Those objects and those things which the saints have told us to give up, which Guru Sahib Ji has told us to give up, Soi phir khat, again and again, the being indulges in those things, in those desires, in that ego, in that hatred, in that enmity, which the Guru tells us to give up, in that ego. And that person consumes that poison of ego again and again. But Guru Sahib Ji, in these last two tukan, tell us, Sahaj supaye paye kirpala, that person upon whom my Vaheguruji has been kirpala, has been merciful, and is blessed with Sahaj supaye, with true inner peace. This Janaki Kati pass, of that humble servant, that Jan, the Guru has Kati, has removed, has liberated from the pass, the noose of death around their neck. And what does it mean to be liberated from the noose of death? Yes, physically, we all die. but spiritually they will live on forever. They have merged in with their immortal Lord. Kaho Nanak Gur Pura Petya. Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji says that those who have Petya, who have united themselves with the Pura, with the perfect Guru, those who have been united with the perfect Guru, Parvan Girasta Udas. Parvan, they are celebrated, they are blessed, they are accepted, whilst being Girast, whilst living in this world, as being Udas, as being renunciates. They are the renunciates who live within this world. They live within the family, but they keep their thoughts focused upon their Lord God, Vaheguru. They live within the world, but always focusing upon the Lord God. And Guru Sahib says, Pravan, they are accepted. Those who meditate upon the Guru's words, those who follow what the Guru says, whether they are Girast, whether they are householders, or whether they are Udas, whether they are renunciates. If they truly follow the words of the Guru, they are accepted in both forms. Sahaj supaye paye kirpala tis jan ki kati phas. Kaho Nanak Gur Pura Petya Parvan Girast Udas. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.